DFCRadio.com.
Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Chefs in the kitchen and they chopping up hydro. The hydro chefs in the building and they rolling up hydro. Hydro's in the kitchen and they cooking it up. Hydro, let's go.
All right, it's 5 o'clock. About to get our turkey gobble gobble on. It is the day before Thanksgiving episode on Farm to Table Cannabis, so you know we're going hard here. We're going to teach you how to get educated and medicated, and maybe even break the stigma around medicating at your holiday table. So we're here to keep you up on all the edible news, reviews, and we got some recipes, and we also got the best brands in the industry on interviews. So sit down, get medicated, tune in. We're about to entertain you. So today, we lined up a good interview for you with Half Lit. We've got Taylor and Brendan in the studio from Half Lit, a very unique edible company coming out of California. And we've also got a couple weeks before MJ BizCon, too. So the hype is real. The holidays are here, and we're here to help you get through them. So it's been raining in SoCal, which means everyone's crazy. Can't drive on the freeways. It's amazing we got here in the studio tonight. But you know what else is crazy? Is a reason for this holiday, you guys. Now, I know you guys are going to look at me weird for this one, but hear me out for a minute. Fuck turkey, all right? And the reason why I say fuck turkey, as I take a sip out of my wild turkey, is, you know, it's a symbol, right? It's a thing that counts for symbolism, and it's a symbol of the gift that was brought to the table between the Native Americans and the Pilgrims, right? But ever since then, like, I've been thinking, like, this whole turkey thing's gotten out of hand. Like, other than turkey sandwiches or maybe a occasional turkey remoulade, like, there's just not a lot of fucking turkey dishes out there that are just banging at restaurants. Yeah, you see the turkey leg at the fair, but you never get it, right? They're just sitting there getting old and shit, burnt-ass turkey legs. Now, turkeys are dicks. And the reason why I say turkeys are dicks is because, like, ducks will attack you, but not with the ferocity of a fucking turkey. Like a geese, everyone knows geese are dicks. We don't ever, like, even dispute it. Like, we barely even eat geese, you know?
This is true.
But fucking turkeys. And we're going to bring up some video here. Case in point, turkeys will fuck your kid up, all right? Name another bird that'll go straight velociraptor on your kid. And so, while we're sitting around the table this Thanksgiving and, you know, if someone brings, oh, you know, that's not right. You kill turkeys and we should be eating all vegan. Like, turkeys are dicks. And if you've ever seen a turkey without feathers, they're fucking dinosaurs. And I dare someone to dispute that because, like, you don't even like turkey. You eat turkey because it's a tradition. And so everyone's been asking me, Hydro Chef, what are you doing? You medicating a turkey? No, I'm going with beef this year because I like beef, and I was gonna do the bacon wrap turkey, but we'll just have to teach you how to do the bacon wrap turkey. So, Hydro Chef here telling you, turkeys, they got to be stopped, and you know, I don't want to eat them myself personally, but I think you should all kill turkeys and eat them, and even if you don't eat them, you know, just fuck turkeys. So I know it's a mean thing. It's a hard thing to hear from you vegans, but that's how we're going to end the start to the show is if you don't like turkeys, call in. We got a magic butter machine to give away, 562-653-0707. Whoever can say fuck turkeys the most, and they might win. So speaking of wild turkey, I'm going to take a shot of this wild turkey on behalf of all you turkey killers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's the holidays. You got to stay faded, and you're going to be sitting around your table. It's going to be 10 minutes before dinner. You and your uncle and your, you know, that one little cousin of yours, she always fucks up. She wants to go smoke with you, too. So you go leave out the door and you go smoke, and everyone judges you, right? So what I'm going to recommend this year is maybe ease that conversation into, hey, does anyone want to join us for what you guys already know we're already going to be doing? And who knows, maybe you might get old Aunt Susan or Uncle Frank off the couch to try to smoke some cannabis, and start with a hemp joint. Bring a hemp joint. You'd never believe how open people would be to smoking a hemp joint, just CBD.
Pass around a tincture.
And then they're talking about, oh, I used to do this when I was in Woodstock, and all of a sudden you're talking about a pain bomb and some topicals, and you've changed someone's life over a simple starter at a conversation, because there's so much stigma around the cannabis and the changing industry. And I'm not sure if smoking or the edibles is the great way to introduce someone to it, but I would say that starting the conversation around that and CBD would be a much better and easier way to start it. So we're here to, encourage you to start the conversation. And then, we like to start the conversation every week by teaching you all about some news or something we've heard about in the industry that we think is worth mentioning. So Forbes did this article yesterday, and the FDA is cracking down on CBD products, and 15 million companies making illegal products in their claims. So today, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued warning letters to 15 companies for illegally selling products containing cannabis in ways that violate the Federal Food and Drug Cosmetic Act. The FDA also published a revised consumer update detailing safety concerns about CBD products more broadly. The FDA asserts that based on the lack of scientific information supporting the safety of CBD in food, the FDA is also indicating today that it cannot conclude that CBD is generally recognized as safe among qualified experts as it is used for human or animal food. And that's big news for people, because a lot of people are selling this as a miracle drug for your pet. They're selling it for a miracle drug for your arthritis or for your sleep or your apnea. This is something that you've got to seriously do some investigating in before you go make medical claims or anything like that and put it on your label, because it will get your shit shut down right off the rip. Like, there's great products out there right now, and some of the best products I know on the market don't make any medical claims. It's up to you to decide what is best for you and what works best for you. And, this FDA ruling makes it a lot harder. Today's actions come as the FDA continues to explore potential pathways for various types of CBD products to be marketed lawfully. Work is ongoing to obtain and evaluate information to address outstanding questions related to the safety of CBD products while maintaining the agency's rigorous public health standards. And, at the end of the day, it's about trying to keep people safe. No, they're not coming after every CBD company out, but they're trying to make examples out of certain people so that people realize that you cannot put this in food without the FDA approving it first. Now, this goes for black market sessions. This goes for everything. If you're not paying attention about what you're putting in your body, you might get dosed, and it might not be CBD. You might get one of those 7 to 3, and if you were expecting 0.3 and you're getting a lot more than that, all of a sudden you can't drive home anymore, or you might fail your piss test and lose your nice $100,000 a year job. But so the FDA's making they're putting the cramp down. They're serious about which way they want to let people go. So going up to D.C., they got a lot of shit going on in D.C. And if there wasn't one more thing, Joe Biden rolls back his stance on marijuana being a gateway drug. After last week when we reported Uncle Joe was going a little bit hard on the cannabis, right. I don't think Uncle Joe realized he still needs that vote. He needs that culture vote. And Joe Biden's opposition to pot became apparent back in a couple months ago. The candidate, he said that it was a gateway drug and wrongly claimed that he had never said that. So wow. I don't think it's a gateway drug, he was quoted. There's no evidence I've seen to suggest that. Now he's backing off. So, hey, flip-flopping in politics happens all the time, all right? So true. It's not about the flip-flop, it's about the stance. Was the flip-flop worth the stance? And I think in this way, it was. Like if you were saying something as hypocritical as pot's the gateway drug and you come from that generation, I think you got to back off that stance knowing that half of your voters are boomers. Fucking boomers. Politics. We try to stay out of that in this show. But we will get involved on some cannabis infused recipes and some Black Friday sales. So green and Black Friday sales, it's about to go down, you guys. It's the number one list on people's shopping Christmas list. Like, what do you want? I want cannabis. I want a fucking gift with a nice bow on it.
On there under the tree now and shit. Like, so, you can smell it like, ooh.
This one comes from MJ Biz Daily. And as shoppers head out to prepare for Thanksgiving and participate in Black Friday sale, data from 2 firms show consumers may be upping their purchase of marijuana products as well. Data from Seattle-based Headset reveals that 2018 sales of Green Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, increased 63%. It's a big weed holiday right there, the day before Thanksgiving. And Santa Cruz, California-based Jane Technologies, which operates an online marketplace, saw 62% growth for average day. Wow. So these findings play into a wider trend of consumers purchasing marijuana products as gifts as part of their holiday celebration. Now, we're going to do a little cannabis gift-giving guide real quick before we go to commercial. But if you're buying someone weed for Christmas, don't buy it the day before Thanksgiving. I don't want the old-ass weed sitting in the package a month on the shelf. Give me that new. But also, ease into it. Don't go getting people the strongest edible you can find. Like, oh, dude, I want to fucking get this guy ruined for Christmas. If it's their first experience, you might just turn them off from cannabis altogether.
Right.
So lower is better. And then go for novelty products, something that's really going to wow them. Everyone's had a brownie. Everyone's had a fucking Rice Krispie treat. Nothing against them. But have you ever had a lollipop with a seed in the stick? Now, that's some unique stuff. We're going to come back real quick. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to talk to Taylor and Brennan about the wonderful half-lit products and their awesome line of new flavors. Farm to Table Cannabis, DFCRadio.com.
Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. That's D, got me smoking the best, no stress cheese. Now hold up, now roll up. Check the situation, about to go nuts. With a little bit of perp up in my cup. You could tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, off on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple drink mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blood. Purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood. Purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team with no doubt in between, and we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene, and we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G, either Maserati blue or the Lambo green, and that Chevrolet mean when it drop on the street. Either hating on you or they hating on me, and it's shaved up, raised up, drop it to the flow, got them blades to stay tough, and the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours, so I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you can call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you can call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south.
We're back, DFC Radio. It's the holiday weekend. It's here. It's officially started. The fucking mayhem is upon us. Black Friday's in a couple hours, you guys. That's crazy. It's gonna. Hey, people are gonna die.
Yeah,
there's going to be stabbings.
I mean, and then on top of that, they got chicken sandwiches at Popeyes
Oh, we went.
during Black
that?
Friday. It's going. I'm scared.
how long did you wait in line for that?
About an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I headbutted someone over a chicken sandwich. It wasn't my great moment, but it happened.
The spicy one was worth it.
Yeah, see, she gets it.
She vouches for it.
So we're back, Farm to Table Cannabis. You can call in now, win a magic butter machine, 562-653-0707. And we got half lit in the studio. Everyone welcome Taylor and Brennan. This is your guys' second time in the studio.
Thanks for having us back, Chef.
We've moved, and we got a little bit more room in here now. We can smoke this one out even more.
Perfect.
So if people are listening for the first time and they don't know about Half Lit, you guys do a unique product. There's so many Me Too products out there. There's 1,000 different brownies. There's 1,000 different hard candies. For anyone that doesn't know what you guys put out, why don't you give a little introduction to your flavors before you introduce the holiday flavors, what originally got you guys started?
Yeah, so we had a candy business that was organic with no cannabis within. We had gone to Chalice and we're kind of looking around and seeing what was out there, and there was no organic candy on the market. We were really surprised at that. And so we thought, well, we have this interesting technology that allows you to, eat a lollipop, plant a stick, grow an herb or flower. What if we apply that to cannabis and you can plant the stick and grow cannabis? Is that possible? So Brennan and I sort of went through some experimenting, growing our first cannabis plants, which was amazing, and figured out it was. We partnered with people who have been in the industry for quite some time, and they were able to really educate us on how to properly dose and everything we needed to sort of like have a good backbone in the cannabis industry. And we were able to create Half Lit.
And so, I mean, from the idea became the success story. And a lot of people want to get in the cannabis industry. A lot of people think they have great ideas. A lot of people don't even know which way to go with it. Now, how were you guys able to take an idea like a plantable candy stick? Because really, the focus of your product is your amazing candy. Your guys' candy is top notch.
Thank you
But
so
the
much.
novelty of this is unique. How did you put that together and apply it to the cannabis industry? And
So we, when we partnered, we kind of handled all of the candy side. They handled a lot of the cannabis expertise, and we were able to kind of focus on our end. They were able to focus more on regulation laws. It was medical at the time, so a little less stringent than it is now with track and trace and everything. It's pretty intense, the hoops you have to go through. But yeah, we were able to kind of focus on the creativity with the candy, the flavors, and they were the piece that handled sales and kind of giving us the information we needed in order to make the company come to life.
because these are grown-up flavors with grown-up candy, all right? Like, this is Cannabis Infused candy we're talking here. So this isn't like your bubble gum. This isn't like your, hey, kids, look here. This is adult shit with adult flavors. Now, what inspired you guys to go with the lollipop as opposed to just like the bagged it's the easier route to go with the bag stuff. This was the harder route. What made you want to go the harder route?
Since inception, we literally took the hardest route possible by trying to go organic from the very beginning. Well, succeeding and going organic, but it took us a year to just formulate the hard candy and to source organic ingredients that we trusted, that we believed in, finding plant-based dyes that worked, which is super difficult. And then, of course, because of the stick, we had to stick with lollipops. We also have gummies and a few other candies that are coming out that are all organic as well, with the same unique adult flavors that we are really stoked to offer.
And again, adult ingredients. So listen to some of these ingredients we're going to go down. Pure cane sugar, right out the rip. Pure beet sugar, corn sugar solid, spring water, vanilla extract, and CO2 extracted cannabis oil. So there's a big difference than what you can read on the back of that label and pronounce than what you would get off your regular store shelf candy.
For sure.
Now, you guys, this is a unique product. Not a lot of people are able to bring candy and growing together. So let's talk about, let's get away from the candy for a minute, and let's talk about like the planting aspect of this. Is this even viable? Because a lot of people are going to say, this is a fucking gimmick. They just want me to buy their lollipop. Can I really plant this seed, and what's the fail rate of the sticks?
Yeah, so I think for people who are doubting that the technology can work, I would say don't plant it in soil, which is how I, of course, want to plant things. I want the recycled paper to be able to decompose in the soil so it can break down, and because that's sustainable. But if you are wondering, is there really a seed inside the stick? Drop the stick into a glass of water. Watch the seed come out. Germinate the seed in that way. You can germinate through the paper towel method, and you will be successful.
And now, do you pop the seed out of the stick, or
it finds its way out naturally?
Wow, so literally, if you take the stick and put it between two paper towels, just like you would a seed, it will.
And water generously, it will come out. The stick itself begins to decompose and unravel, and the same process happens in soil.
And so the towel breaks. I mean, the stick breaks down.
Yes.
And eventually becomes fertilizer.
Yeah.
All right. So, getting back to the candy, then you guys infuse this with CO2 extract.
Yes.
Are you growing your own, sourcing your own? Are you growers before? And you mentioned you touched the plant before. So how are you sourcing your ingredients?
Yeah. So our business partners who own Soul Distro, who are distributors, they are the ones that source the flour for us and the oil. They've always had those relationships. They have always said that those ingredients are the cleanest. We know that for certain because everything is lab tested thoroughly. We were lab testing before it was a requirement. Now it's a requirement that everyone has to go through and with metric, and that's been problematic for a lot of people. The labs are even sort of having an issue getting like the accurate testing correct. If you go to one lab, your dosing will be one thing, different lab another. But yes, our business partners have always sourced the ingredients for us, which has been fantastic.
So, coming into this as a relatively new person into cannabis, what were some of the hurdles that you found to be some of the most like hard to prepare for when it comes to like knowledge about cannabis and applying it to actual production? Because if you've never touched the plant, then you might not know about sourcing the cleanest ingredients, or if you've never touched the plant, you might not know about the regulations and testings that goes into it. So what was some of the challenges?
Well, I think making sure that your dosing is accurate, which right now there's such a small percentage for being on, and when you have a 10 milligram product, it's even more difficult. So
that's a very small window you're trying to hit.
Exactly. So with our candy and the weight of the candy and the amount of cannabis oil, everything is sort of like a mathematical equation. And Brennan is fantastic at that piece. We also have someone at our distribution that helps us with that piece. I think right now it's sort of just talking to people, gathering information, stronger as a community. You really can't do it alone.
Good answer.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to rely on those sources in your network.
Yeah.
So as far as availability, where are the products available right now, and where can they pick them up?
So you can visit our website at www.gethalflit.com, or you can message us on social at gethalflit. We have a store locator on our website. We can also find a store closest to you. We are sold with MedMen. We're sold with Peoples. Down the street from where we're at, we're sold at The Circle.
And now you guys officially are dabbling in the CBD products too.
Yes. So this is CBD, which comes from a cannabis plant. So it is sold at licensed dispensaries
only. Not like the other
only.
CBD we were talking about, which is derived from hemp, which they haven't proved it's safe to put in foods. This is derived from THC.
Exactly.
I mean, cannabis, not THC.
Exactly, from a cannabis plant. So we're not touching anything with hemp. Too much to lose, quite honestly. I think a lot of people feel the same that are in the industry.
Now, when it comes to the CBD thing, everybody's, got their opinion on it. Was CBD the original route to go, you think, or is THC, if someone was coming into a game right now? Is THC or CBD if you had to start over right now?
Oh, God, I would say make a non-medicated product or be able to hustle hard and have a THC product that's licensed in a licensed dispensary. I wouldn't risk it personally.
Well, so you see, there's a lot of hurdles that go on with starting that side of things. So we have to take a commercial break, and we got some callers hanging on hold. So thanks you guys for all being so patient. We're going to give a magic butter machine away when we come back. This is DFZ Radio's Farm to Table Cannabis. Check us out, 562-653-0707.
I'm laughing at her. She's trying to roll. Can't roll a split for life. Said, truth be told, I said good morning to you. What's up? It's coffee in the kitchen. Pour me a cup. Two sugars and a wake and bake. 2 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 sugars and a wake and bake.
2 sugars and a wake and bake. I stuff the joint with my shoelace. I'm on the grind straight making cake. I smoke some to get my mind straight. A good look, I can forget your face. I really want you to come through my place. You sent a text and said I'm on my way. Getting late, I think that you should stay. 2 sugars and a wake and bake, but this time it's the very next day. From my window you can see the whole bay. They can't do it like me, no way. 3's up for that HBK, and it's rich city, nigga, not V8, where we need our money on time, not late, and we on the grind like every day. So it's 2 sugars and a wake and bake. That's what helps me relax my mind. Everything in slow motion, happening in due time. You not about that life, man, you lying. Right stuff alright, my mind is on Zion. I be so high, touch clouds as I'm climbing 30,000 feet, yeah, that's my climate.
2 sugars and a wake and bake. 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 2 sugars and a wake and bake.
I smoke 2 joints to the face. I love the way it tastes. Man, I'm on. I blow OG and lemon tree. The joints on me, and it's too damn strong. Look, I don't really share, and I don't really care if it smell like weed when I put it in the air. I'm a California bear, West Coast cure. Fresh wax joint got me stuck on the chair. My stash look mean, my glass so clean. Roll big joints, white ash only. Yeah, me and Sue get stoned and laugh. And the S-Class Benz on hash. Plant a seed, let the weed grow. Hit the crowd, burn an ounce up. I'm on diesel, I'm in NY. Boy, I been high. In the club, 24 pre-rolls. Oh my, don't blow my high. Me and Kylie both know why. The good herb, why I need to be free. So vote legal in 216. Wake up, take a hit like me. 2 sugars and black coffee. Yeah, I get stoned in the AM. Fuck the club, roll up and stay in.
2 sugars and a wake and bake. 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 2 sugars and a wake and bake.
DFZRadio.com.
Hi, and welcome to Non-Specific Hydro.
Yeah, hey, I have a buddy of mine that was telling me about a great additive.
Okay, do you remember the name?
Yeah, his name's Steve. He's a good buddy.
No, the product.
No, he told me it was a super concentrated organic enhancer. Comes in a yellow bottle.
Well, it sounds like he's talking about Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics.
I don't think that was the name, but he also told me it was a vegan bioplant stimulator that contained vitamins, plant sugars, amino acids, seaweed extract.
Yeah, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
I don't think that's it, man. He told me it was something like Dora Vicious Flush or something, and he said it was like an organic supplement that could also be used in vegging or flowering, and that was compatible with hydro soil and cocoa.
Yes, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
Oh, hey, man, I just remembered what it's called. It's Floralicious Plus.
Oh, good. I was drawing a blank.
Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics. Ask for it by name.
What up, people? It's your girl, Justina Valentine, and I'm rocking out with the Saint 562. Let's go. Word.
DFCRadio.com.
If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt.
I take a dab. If you're cooking some turkey, you can medicate with me. I take a dab. We're back. Farm to Table Cannabis, DFZ Radio, taking dabs. And if you're going to go crazy on Black Friday and you're going to spend some fucking money, go check out the homies from Burning Bush. They came out with this awesome product called the Finger Banger. It's an extended quartz banger with like a 3-inch extension that you don't even need a carb cap for. You can use your finger to carb the banger, which looks really weird, but it's really effective. So shout out to Burning Bush. They're doing it the most, coming out with the most creative dabs and the most creative accessories and the dopest gear. Saint, you got a Burning Bush t-shirt on right now too.
Yes, I do.
Shout out to Troy and Kim out there at Burning Bush.
That's that drip.
We're staying lit. And yeah, let me get this finger banger out of the way. We got half lit in the studio. And what do you say? You guys want to give away a magic butter machine?
I would love to.
Who we got here? All right, Derek, where are you calling from?
Salinas.
All right, thanks for calling in, man. So this is Farm to Table Cannabis. I'm not sure if you're a first-time listener or caller or not, but we're going to ask you to ask us a grow question or a cooking with cannabis question. And you know what? You might even win a magic butter machine if you got something good.
So I could just have to ask any question?
Yeah. Let's help educate some people. What have you always wanted to know about cooking with cannabis?
Basically, let's say, I'm thinking about cooking with cannabis. That's a good one.
10 seconds.
Do you like turkeys?
Do terpenes, how do terpenes affect flavor in cannabis or in food that you cook? Like cooking with like the cannabis terpenes.
Yeah, I mean that's actually a pretty decent question. Cannabis terpenes.
Yeah, like I guess not necessarily cooking with like the actual oil or like cannabis itself, but like let's say you derive terpenes from cannabis and you're using just the terpenes in food.
Yeah, so it's a great way to use different effects of terpenes because as people know, terpenes have different effects on the body too. Some of them are relaxing, some of them are natural aphrodisiacs, some of them are appetizers, some of them are appetite suppressants. So for like a turkey day, they've got that myrcene terpene. That one's excuse me, I could barely get that out. Too much wild turkey. That one right there is going to actually increase your appetite, and it adds almost like this cinnamony, burnt wood tobacco flavor, and I think it goes great with things like gravies, savory foods. So if you were, let's say you were making up a nice gravy in your new magic butter machine, you're going to win because you just asked a good question. You would, add all your broth, add all your drippings. You could even heat it up inside the magic butter machine because it will bring it up to temp, and then add a couple of your own drips of your terpene, and that's going to help meld all those flavors together. And cooking with terpenes, there's a lot of reputable brands out there right now. True Terpenes is a great one. And, they've got lots of different flavors that you can add and mix. And you can even mix some together to get different effects. So, Derek from Salinas, gobble gobble to you. Happy Turkey Day. It's going to take a couple weeks to get this sent out, so you won't be medicating quite yet. But by Christmas, I expect to hear from you and what you're using this magic butter machine to infuse.
Yeah. Are you asking me right now what I'm going to be using?
Oh, sure. Tell me. Now I'm dying to know.
Well, honestly, I really want to start making like topicals if possible, or like not necessarily not only to ingest but to rub on myself.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's good. Don't say that any creepy. His old lady's giving him a hard time right now.
Rub on myself and my beautiful lady here.
There we go. Yeah, way to save that one. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
So what's great about that magic butter machine is you can throw some of the coconut oil and some like shea butter, mix it together, and then hit it with some terpenes too. And now you got that terpene smell inside your topical, which can also have a synergistic effect with the cannabis, because we all know like the terpenes and the cannabis together, that's really where you get that full effect. So I encourage you to play around, and thanks for calling in Farm to Table Cannabis. And hey, have fun squirting some of that on yourself and your wife.
Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Cheers, buddy.
Bye-bye.
All right, so Derek just made out with a magic butter machine.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for him. Happy Turkey Day, buddy.
He knew what he wanted.
He knew what he was doing with that thing. He said, honey, I'm going to call in right now. Watch this. He puts the lotion on its skin, or he doesn't get the magic butter machine again. So back to Half Lit. What's with the name? That's a justifiable question. People want to know why. Why do I want to get Half Lit?
Yeah, so the lollipop itself is round in the front, flat in the back. If you look at it from the side, it's a half moon shape. So our logo is this half lit moon. We have a lot of like planetary sort of names going with the flavors: astral apple cider, cosmic champagne. So yeah, it's just fun imagery, and it's a different kind of shape than you're used to.
So last time you were here, you had, again, some adult themes, and now that you're here, you have some holiday adult themes. Now, going down the line, first I want to introduce everyone to the CBD one because it's unique. The Marshmallow Melodies. Yeah. Now, this is going to be one of the newest flavors coming out, full-spectrum cannabis-derived CBD, 10 milligrams CBD, less than 0.03 THC. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so I think we've been getting requests for a CBD lollipop for some time that's cannabis derived, not from hemp. So we're really happy to release this flavor. We did have a CBD flavor on the market when it was medical. So just happy to bring it back. This is a different flavor, Marshmallow Melodies. So it's going to be very calming, and who doesn't like marshmallows?
And again, beet sugar, spring water, pure cane sugar, corn syrup, marshmallow flavoring, simple ingredients, simple candies, adult flavors. So Astro Apple, going with your moon theme.
Mm-hmm. Astro apple cider is so good. Everything is non-GMO organic, even though we can't say that on packaging anymore. So those of you who are going into storefronts, if you are watching a shift happen with packaging that says all natural suddenly, usually those are the brands that are organic. It's just Bureau of Cannabis Control is cracking down on us. They do not want us using that word. So
talk about the bureaucracy that goes into that. Everything that you put into this is technically, it's organic. It's an organic product. If you take the corn and you break it down and you don't use it synthetic way, it's organic. But certified you're not organic. Allowed to say anything that's organic with cannabis. And is that because of the cannabis, or is that because of the food?
It's because of the cannabis oil. They're not ready to consider any cannabis organic yet, on packaging at least. That seems to be kind of a hot button topic with the BCC, is what is on the front of the packaging. We can't say a lot of things that kind of differentiate our brand that we spend more money on, that we spend more time on, like all certified organic ingredients. It's unfortunate, but
it's what happens when you get politics and organics mixed, and politicians want to get paid off using the word organics. That's what it feels. You know, the state wants you to have to pay to use that, and you know, it's going to be the same thing for cannabis as it was for organic vegetable growers, as it was for anything labeled vegan. Same type of strict regulations that go into that. But I applaud you guys for taking the time to, make those adjustments and roll with it, because these are the type of changes that they put together that can put people out. You know, a lot of businesses aren't ready for a whole change when it comes to changing the way their packaging is, or changing the one ingredient can sabotage someone's entire product. And, you guys have done a great job seasonally bringing in new flavors, staying consistent. You know, the half lip brand stands for a really great hard candy, and now you got extra flavors for the holidays. So the last two here that we haven't gone over yet is the jam and gingerbread, which seems like a no-brainer for the holidays. How long will this one be available?
It should be available until January, I would say. It just depends how quickly it sells through.
And then the other one, this could probably go around all year long, is the Cosmic Champagne. This is the New Year's special.
Yep.
So
delicious.
Drop some of those in your champagne for New Year's. Have a little cocktail. Have a little half-lit cocktail.
Yes, these are great stocking stuffers. And for people who have never grown a cannabis plant, even if you're not interested in consuming an edible, have a friend who loves to consume edibles, eat your lollipop, then you save the stick, plant the stick, grow your cannabis, get to know the plant. It's so beautiful.
And just learning about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you killed a plant, you learn more from that than you would just not doing anything with it. And in California, it's your right.
Yes.
So now, not coming from growing before and then growing your first plant, what kind of experience was that? You know, your first seed trialing with this, because you guys had to do a lot of R&D.
Yeah.
You know, what was it like growing one of your own plants from your own lollipop stick for the first time?
So rad.
Yeah, it was an awesome experience. We obviously perfected the stick with our other brand with herbs and flowers. So
you knew the concept worked. It's like
we knew the concept worked. It was really fascinating to watch the plant grow and develop. The smells change. I mean, it's just such a complex and interesting plant to grow. We just had a great time with it.
Were you guys soil growers your first time? Cocoa?
Yeah, straight in the soil. Luckily we did some events with some really awesome growers from Humboldt and stuff, so we got more and more information on how to grow outdoor or organic, some tricks and tips, but in the beginning it was just organic soil.
Isn't it so funny how your way of thinking about everything kind of changes when you realize, oh my God, I can control everything with this plant that's labeled a drug.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I can control this.
Yeah.
I can't grow a tomato, but I can make this work. So you guys, last time we were here, it was Sin City with the seeds. What are we rocking with the seeds now? And how did the Sin City seeds work out?
Really well. There's 4 different strains that are out and about in the world of California right now. So SFE OG, Sin City OG, White Nightmare, Blue Power. Every time we purchase seeds, we're purchasing a whole bunch. So we just sourced a new batch of seeds. Those are going to be lemongrass, and they're coming from Humboldt. So we're really excited to introduce those. You never really know what you're going to get until you actually plant that stick, water it, and it starts to grow.
And so it's not labeled on the stick. How do you find out?
Well, I would say there's just these little differentiating factors between each plant: color, smell.
But if I was a consumer and I just picked up one of these and I took it home for the first time, there's no way to know exactly what that is. It doesn't say on the outside of the package, right?
It does not.
And is there a way to get a hold of you guys and find out what out of like a small window of things, it's either going to be the lemon grass or it's going to be the...
Yeah, so everyone is welcome to message us with questions when they start to grow and plant their sticks.
I guess really what my question was is how many different strains could it be?
4 right now.
There we go.
There's about to be a 5th introduced, though, the lemongrass from Humboldt Seed Co. So Yeah, and I think eventually we'll start being able to share specific strains that are connected to flavors. I think that's the goal, so that people know exactly what they're growing. But right now, it's just about getting outside, growing the flower,
and
know,
encouraging
loving the
people
plant.
to grow their own.
Yeah.
Consume responsibly at 10 milligrams. And,
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, this right here is what I said about breaking the stigma. You know, and even if you weren't going to consume that lollipop because you were a little nervous about it, the chances of you asking the person who did if you could have that stick back so you can learn, highly prop. So this is a return product too.
Yes.
So people come back for it. And I mean, hell, if I was in one of those non-legal states, I'd be trying to take these back home with me. I just got a truck full of sticks. Don't worry about me.
Inconspicuous.
So yeah, you guys got a great product. It's very unique, and literally nobody doing this right now. I've seen pencils you could plant and they have a seed in it.
Yes.
I've seen what is it, the packaging for certain products where you can, but the lollipop is such a novel item. It's such a unique way. Now, when it comes to growing your own, do you guys have a way for people to like show how their plants are doing? Can you like share with you guys? So what you guys encourage sharing their growth?
Yes, we love that. We have some people who are so excellent at it, and they will take videos and pictures every single day. They're just so proud.
Is there a hashtag
parents.
they should use?
Yes, we use the hashtag #GetHalfLit and grow cannabis.
So take some pictures of your grow. Show them what you're doing at hashtag #GetHalfLit when you get some of these suckers. These suckers are lollipops. What do you guys take offense to that?
No, not at all.
Suckers. It sounds so demeaning when they're talking about someone's hard work into a product. The lollipops, though, they make a great stocking stuffer. You can pick them up online at your guys' website, or not from your website, but they can find the dispensary on your website.
Exactly. All licensed dispensaries in the state of California, and hopefully expanding to other states soon.
And what about delivery services?
We are with delivery services. I would just go to our website to find out which those are closest to you.
They don't play favorites. They don't want to give anyone. They don't want to get any preferential
Everywhere
treatment.
cannabis is sold, just like the books claim.
Now with 2020 coming up and a whole new round of legislation and jumping through hoops and stuff, what do you guys got planned for 2020? What kind of evolution to the brand will we see?
We have a lot coming, a lot of really exciting new products. We keep our core values with organic ingredients throughout all the new things coming. We have different milligrams that are going to be available in hard candies, gummies, and some new strains that we can hopefully introduce you guys to soon.
I got some new flavors. Saint, do you mind cueing the music?
Sure.
Coming to you from I'm Lit, Turkey Pops, made with turkey gravy. This wonderful product is all natural turkey gravy, giblets, and gizzards into a hearty THC infused gravy, infused for your pleasure. This is Turkey Pops from the Hydro Chef. From I'm Lit. What do you guys think? Would you guys buy I'm Lit Turkey Pops?
Oh, yeah.
Gravy Pops?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I think Gravy Pops would be great. Savory Pops. That's another one. Would you? Is that something you ever get requests for? Savory lollipop?
We kind of messed with that in the beginning. We had a maple bacon kind of, it's, we have to kind of adjust
Didn't we talk about the tahine?
No.
No. Oh, kill that. Rewind. Exit that out. We don't want anyone stealing our ideas. There's the collab right there. But that would be a good ticket right there. I don't see a lot of Mexican candies, edibles out there. So people trying to get into it, you guys have seen before Prop 64. You've seen after Prop 64. Who knows what they're going to do with this shit in 2020.
20% tax increase.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, that's another thing, too.
Prices going up.
You got to think, if they did this to any other industry, if they pulled this on the milk industry, people would be revolting. Remember what they did to the tea in Boston? I mean, there'd be a goddamn fucking, California milk
CBD party.
Yeah. And somehow this shit is getting taxed harder than any other industry. Way worse than tobacco. Way worse than, I don't know. Name something. Somebody please tell me.
Yeah.
Because nothing's getting taxed more than this, and it's increasing. So it's not built for your advantage. And somehow you guys have managed to, I would say, thrive. Like, great name, good brand. People are learning about you. You know, the sky's the limit. But what would you recommend to somebody who wants to get into the industry? And don't just say don't do it, because I'm sure that's the first thing is don't do this, don't get into this, because you guys came from a side that wasn't part of the culture. You guys didn't come from the cannabis side. You came from the entrepreneurial side. Now, other entrepreneurs that are out there that not from the cannabis side, well, you know, what kind of recommendations do you give to them? And it's, you know, it's a hard job, but you guys chose it.
I think make sure that you're currently supporting licensed dispensaries is the perfect place to start. I think it's really easy with how expensive things are to go the black market route.
It sounds so stupid, right? But it's like, don't cut corners.
Yeah, well, and I think be the customer that you want. So go to the licensed dispensary, understand like the caliber of products that are there. Those products that are sold in licensed dispensary are cleaner than products sold at lots of grocery stores, even Whole Foods, Sprouts. I mean, it's just every single product there is jumping through tons of hoops, and so it just makes me personally want to applaud all of those other brands because we understand how hard it is. So I would say do that. I would say find something that's unique. You don't need to do something that everyone else is doing. So take something that exists and put your unique spin on it. What are you passionate about?
You don't have to invent something. You can perfect something.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really, I think, you guys might not have invented the plantable freaking disposable thing, but you guys perfected it for THC consumption. Now, for you, Brennan, like, what do you see as far as marketing for you guys in the future? Are you guys going to be on billboards? Are you guys going to be, working with celebrities? What's 2020 looking like for the marketing side of things?
Yeah, I think we're just going to continue to kind of push our vibe. We're not really trying to grab the newest celebrity that wants to hop into the cannabis industry and make a quick buck and so on. I think we're just continuing to push, continuing to make better products, continuing to offer more variety.
You have to enter this in something because I think the first time you enter this in something, I think people's minds are going to get blown, and that's going to be like the thing that really kicks the door open, because this is cup-worthy stuff right here. Nobody's doing that. What events will you guys be at this upcoming?
Oh, I'm not sure. To be determined. But just follow our social.
It's so hard to pick. There's so many shit shows out there. I mean, I've been to so many events in 2019 where it was just 50 vendors and 20 people.
Yeah.
And that's never. You don't want to have more vendors than you do people. That's not a good look.
What do you have scheduled aside from your
MJ BizCon, and then there's customer events for the hydroponic industry that I go through every month basically. So we're doing about 3 of those every month, and then the MJ BizCon throws another event in April, and this one's going to be in Los Angeles. Everyone.
Yeah.
And then hemp, what is that? It's Hall of Flowers.
Yes.
And then in the end of December, I'll be up at Emerald Cup doing a cookout for Monterey Kush Co.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, you flipped it around on me there. Thanks for reminding me to thank you for reminding me to promote my stuff.
Yeah.
I just came off from an awesome event out there at the Women's Wellness Brunch out there in Malibu. We went to the top of this volcano in Malibu, this old dormant volcano with the lava flow and stuff. There's only 3 dudes there.
That's
I was
amazing.
the chef. The other dude was the person's husband.
Yeah.
And the other one was a kid, and just all of us and a bunch of people. I don't mean people, women, doing the. Meditating,
ganja
doing
yoga.
the ganja, yeah, all that stuff, and I was like, "Wow, this is like you would never see dudes put that together.
That's awesome.
We could never accomplish it. We'd fuck it off so fast and start fighting, and these women made it work so beautiful. It was actually pretty cool. So shout out to Patty and them. But when it comes to 2020, you guys are set. You got flavors. You can keep doing new flavors. What kind of flavors do you think we can anticipate coming in 2020? Anything you can talk about?
Yeah, we have this really delicious cotton candy grape that we will be releasing. So In addition to the lollipops, we also are going to relaunch moonlets, which are these like mini moon-shaped lozenges. Great for people who want to medicate discreetly, who don't want the amazing stick that grows cannabis. But yeah, what
Is
other
there a big
flavors
price
do we have?
change?
Between moonlets and the lollipops? Yeah, you're able to get 10.
It's a premium
moonlets.
product with the stick.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. And I think as we become more aware of how much the customer is paying for that product, we are trying to think of ways to give you guys the same ingredients that are quality at a less expensive price. So I think you can plan for that in 2020 as well. Really delicious flavors, quality ingredients, but cheaper pricing.
Yeah. And going into 2020, we're hoping to get you guys back in the studio again.
I love that.
And if you guys weren't slanging these lollipops, like, what would you guys be doing, do you think?
Oh.
No idea. I think the entrepreneurial spirit is in both of us. I think our other brand, Amarillo Organics, takes up a lot of our time too. Both brands are really thriving, but I just think we'd like to kind of turn things on their side and look at things a little differently and bring it to the marketplace, see what's not there, kind of spread a message of sustainability, of gardening, the ocean, just nature in general. I think there's so many cool ways to inspire. With our other brand, we inspire a lot of kids to get out and garden and to look at trash differently. And it makes people think, how can we change things and make things more sustainable?
God, you blew my fucking mind with that. That just set me on another thing. Your guys' packaging, your guys' stick, everything is about biodegradability and
hell yeah,
being able to, wow. And you guys, you don't pump your chest about it. You guys are just kind of, casually mention it and stuff. So
we've had a bunch of really cool situations with kids from different classes and stuff where our other brand where teachers bought them for their kids, and the kids actually wrote to us saying it makes me think about things differently, think about trash differently. And that's really what we wanted to do at the end of the day. When we started this, we wanted to inspire people to get outside, garden, and think, how can I turn this classic thing like a lollipop into a sustainable, biodegradable, fun experience?
Man, that's what's up. Unique products, you guys. We think you're doing it for all the right reasons. We're always happy when you come in the studio. You went out of your way to come here during the holidays, and we do not look at that lightly. Super grateful. This airs tomorrow as the replay, so everyone tune in tomorrow, listen up. You can catch us again. You can learn about some of the awesome things we talked about today. You can turn your folks onto some unique ways to infuse and have cannabis in their life. They don't have to jump straight into the THC. They got the CBD options too. So you guys, anyone you want to give a shout out to before we head on out into the Heavy Tea Grow Show coming up next?
Oh, shout out to you, Chef. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Think about making that gravy lollipop, maybe a wild turkey. 150, 101. There we go. All right, Farm to Table Cannabis. Everyone be safe this happy holiday season, and stay medicated and educated. And as always, DFZRadio.com.
Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Chefs in the kitchen and they chopping up hydro. The hydro